going on? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. So it's the Everton versus Newcastle United match preview this Monday from Goodison Park. And just before I jump into the preview, what the hell happened to Sunderland the day against Burton Albion? Wow. I mean, that's 5 games now that they've taken the lead and they've let goals slip. And it's come to no shock that they've been relegated to League One. I'm not going to sit here and gloat about them. They know why they've been relegated and they know why they're in League One. Because of the poor ownership, because they haven't spent on the right players. Simon Grayson had something like 1.5 million to spend on players to keep them in the Championship. I mean, you look at Sunderland and you think, right, they've been relegated from the Premier League. They've had a few problems. You think by now, with Coleman coming in when they had the issues, around Christmas time, that the owner would have backed them and would have given some money to spend to try and keep them in the Championship. And yeah, a lot of us do find it hilarious that they've gone down. A lot of Sunderland fans are not surprised that they've gone down because, they've only gone and done it themselves. That's why the tendencies, haven't been what they have been this season. And obviously when they go to League One, they'll not find that easy either, because people say there's no quality in League One. You're probably right, but a bit like the Championship, you've got to battle for every point to get promoted from League One. You've only got to look at Blackburn this season. You've got to look at Wigan. They've all had to do it the hard way. They're not only getting promoted till now with, 2 or 3 games to go. So it's not easy. And if Sunderland think they've got an easy ride, look what they said, when they got relegated, when we got relegated from the Premier League, that, we'll continue to play Burton every week and that will stay there and that they'll basically brush the Championship. Well, they didn't do it, did they? They were pretty much relegated by Christmas. Anyway, let's jump into the Everton game. So it's going to be a tough game, on Monday. I know we're in good form at the moment. We're 4 unbeaten. Last time out, we beat Arsenal 2-1 at St James's Park. I felt like we deserved the 3 points. We were the better team. And we're only a point behind Everton in the table. If you look at the table that on show right now, Newcastle are currently 10th in the league on 41 points and Everton have got 42. And we're also, if we win the game, we can go level on points with Leicester in 9th place. We can't quite go ahead of them because Leicester have got the better goal difference. So let's go into the game. Everton, when we played them at the start of the season, I say the start of the season, it was around about Christmas time. We got beat 1-0, all thanks to Carl, Shitty, Darlow, Butterfingers, fucking moron, for the goal that Wayne Rooney scored at St James's Park. I felt like we dominated that game. I felt like we were the better team, and we were unlucky not to get at least a draw from it. Wayne Rooney, when the ball came in, Carl Darlow somehow spilled it at Wayne Rooney, and he had a simple tap in. He probably had the easiest goal that he'd probably ever scored in his career. And that was the kind of when I was getting worried that we were probably going to go down, because it's a stark contrast really when you look now to what happened at that Everton game around December time, because there was nothing going forward. We're struggling to create opportunities. Now with the likes of Kennedy, Dubravka, Token, Silmani, and some quality that we can actually go forward and play with freedom. And we go to this game on Monday, full of no fear and that we've got nothing to lose. I mean, Europe is probably out of the question now. Burnley, 52 points. They're pretty much done for me for next season. Have a fantastic season. Well done to Burnley. But, we can still play for 8th place. We've still got to play for the top 10. And if we can stay in that top 10, it's an absolute miracle. I mean, to be honest with you, if we don't get the top 10, it's not the be-all, end-all. We're safe in the Premier League. We've got Premier League football next season at St James's Park, and you can't go wrong with that. And that's where Newcastle, this club, deserves to be in the Premier League, fighting against the the top elite. But obviously the January, is serving well, but the summer, this is going to be the biggest summer window, I reckon, in our history. We're going to have to get quality in, because even though we performed, we need players that are going to get you 15 to 20 goals a season. Gale, for me, doesn't offer enough goals. You look at Hoslu, doesn't offer enough goals. Mitrovic is out on loan at Fulham. I don't think he's quite ready for Newcastle. I think for me he needs to leave the club. That's just my opinion on that. You let me know your thoughts on Mitrovic down below in the comments. But Wayne Rooney will be probably the main target to watch out for against Everton. You got Tosun there, who they signed from Besiktas. He's been banging in the goals recently for Everton. Climbing them up the league. And geez, I want to talk about Sam Allardyce. I mean, with this survey thing, apparently the Everton Football Club, well, he denies it, that they were talking about getting loads of Everton fans involved and filling in a survey of what they think of Sam Allardyce. I tell you bloody what, I wouldn't mind a survey about Sam Allardyce. I mean, he bloody opens his gob up enough about the fans and how his slates were because he didn't get a chance at Newcastle. Mate, just accept your shit. You weren't good enough at Newcastle. I know it's Mike Ashley, but you failed everywhere you've been, apart from the likes of Blackburn and Bolton Wanderers. Apart from that, what have you actually done in management? I mean, Everton don't like your football. Nobody likes your football. I mean, yeah, you kept Sunderland up, fair enough, but it's Sunderland. You know what I mean? You went to Sunderland. I mean, it just goes to show where you've been. You're not at that calibre. You're not a top 4 manager, in my opinion. I think your time's up in football. If I could fill that survey out right now, I think I would. I'd give you some honest opinions what I think of Sam Valdez. I don't think he's a great football coach, and that reflects in his career. You can all say what you want, and that's just my opinion on Sam Valdez. But I think it's going to be a tough game, Goodison Park, but hopefully it's going to be a free-flowing game. Obviously on the TV, we've got Newcastle Fans TV, Lee Lola going down there as well, so he'll be down there with the fan cams and stuff. I'll not be there with work commitments and things like that, but I'll hopefully be keeping an eye on the game, watch it, and hopefully we can get a good result. I'm going to be optimistic. I'd like to think we can go there and win, but I'll stick my neck on the line and go 2-2. I'll go for a draw. A point at Goodison Park is decent. We haven't exactly got the best record at Goodison Park, so if we go there and get something and come away with a point, you're building. And it's all about building, the confidence for the next few games, because we've got the likes of West Brom coming up, who it's pretty much a dead game now. They're pretty much all but relegated after their 2-2 draw with Liverpool, and then obviously Chelsea, and obviously Tottenham in between. So we've got a good run. You leave me your thoughts down below for this game on Monday night at Goodison Park. Leave us your score predictions, also team lineups as well, and Sunderland's relegation to League One as well. So yeah, enjoy League One, Sunderland. How are the lads? Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to 100% NUFC, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.